Our first night of van life, and we slept in a hotel. Whoa. Wow. I just feel like I'm falling in love with van life all over again. We're Brittany and Drew, and this is our home, Spirit. And after taking a break from our 7-year stretch of life on the road, in today's episode, we're jumping back in for what we have a feeling will be our best year of van life yet. But before we whisk you away, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. And now it's time to enjoy the show. We're back in the van. We've unpacked and it's time for lunch. I brought in actually our little travel packs, but there was no filtered water in the hotel room.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Do you know what also time? Do you know what other time it is?
It's that time.
I wonder how many bags of athletic greens we've gone through in the past year.
I think you definitely still use it all the time, whether or not they were our sponsor. But we sure love having them as a sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, I know you got greens on your plate over there, but if sometimes you don't, this is your insurance here.
I wish you could call it Tinkerbell dust.
We can call it whatever we want. But we also put 2 drops of the vitamin D3 K2, and when you sign up using our link below, not only will you get a free one of these, which this will last you all year, but you'll also get 5 free bonus travel packs. Get in my belly, and in my gut, and in my hormones, and all the other systems that you help me regulate. One more swirl. À la santé.
Prost.
That's great. Our first night of van life, and we slept in a hotel. It was about 90 degrees last night, and we don't have air conditioning in our van. And so before we get up to North Florida, where the temperatures are a little bit better, we decided to treat ourselves and stay, yes, in an air-conditioned hotel. And I think it was an excellent choice.
I think you slept the best I've ever seen you sleep in quite some time.
Yeah.
And to add to that, it is awfully nice when you have credit card points saved up to treat yourself.
Where are their tanks?
If you want to see the tank, I have to take like this little protector off that guards the crew.
Yeah, no problem.
And the valves are right here, sticking out.
Okay.
Need some tools for this job. I don't have to fill this thing up very often. It lasts a long time. Yeah.
It lasts us 4 months?
Yeah, about 4 months. Perfect.
Look at that view. Are we safe to fill? I think
We
so,
are all
yeah.
set.
All right, everything's
Valves
off.
are turned off.
Wow. That was quick.
Did it fill? Did it show it on the gauge?
Yeah, it shows it on the gauge.
Okay. You ever see ones like this?
Not with the
Not
with
with
this.
this. Yeah, this was custom made or something.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's just
Okay.
if this was leaking or something, and
Yeah. So it took 6.5 gallons. This tank holds 7 gallons, and he told us actually something I never knew about it is that this tank is a heavier duty material, which means it doesn't have to be recertified like those
the blue,
barbecue and Blue Rhino tanks that you'd buy at the hardware store.
He also said, though, it'd probably be better to have a quicker way to get that
Yeah,
off.
because these bolts go right here, and they lock on with wing nuts. And it'd be nice if there was a cotter pin or like something that you could quick release in case there was an emergency to turn this off. But he said A lot of times they're bolted, it just would be a smarter way. And you saw me inside, there's a on-off switch that I can turn that prevents the propane from flowing up in the van, but it's always nice to shut it off directly at the tank.
And we use propane for the oven, the stove.
That's it.
And that's it. That's probably why it lasts us so long. We only have to fill up about 2 times a year, maybe 3.
Did you notice that this company actually sends trucks out in the field, and we came to their location and he just tapped us into the truck back there? So this isn't like a permanent location where they fill propane here.
We came to the truck.
We came to the truck at the shop to get filled. It said a $15 minimum, so good thing we had $22 worth of propane
We
needed.
just made it.
Are you driving?
I'll drive. This is gonna work.
Should we make her wear the cowboy hat?
I always love this view. Get my own personal Drew show.
Look who it is. It's my lovely lady who came back from the grocery run. You look so good pushing that cart. You got me cookies? Oh, no cookies.
You know what it says? Rest, relax, and enjoy. I see tubes, I see canoes.
Ooh! Good times ahead. I also see a cow and a crow. I also saw a donkey, but I don't know where he's at. Wait, oh, there he is!
There's a Eeyore.
I love this place already.
Listen to the birds.
Wow.
We are at the campground.
Yeah, we're here, and then we can do...
Probably put in a head spring all the way down. Oh, and before US 27 down there.
Cool. I actually got scuba certified there.
Really?
Yeah.
They're guard birds. So
Oh,
they'll actually walk the property, take care of all the snakes.
wow.
Do their job.
Ticks.
Earn their keep.
Yeah, they're guard birds. That's what they are.
How old are they?
About a week and a half.
Wow.
Oh, they're
They were
adorable.
tiny.
Look at all the people out there with the donkey and the cow.
It's really beautiful here.
I always love the personal touch of actually meeting the owners of the places we're at.
Me too. And they said that we could actually go to the springs. They don't close until 8 p.m. Let's go. It'll be our bath for the night.
Let's go jump in.
Gators. Gators are present. There are gators present. That's right.
2 gators.
I said it's great to be a Florida Gator. It's a little chilly.
We're back in the swamp. Guys, for the
Oh,
record,
chilly.
Brittany told me we only need to pack 1 beach towel. And I was like, babe, I think we need 2 because we know what's gonna happen. You're gonna take the towel. Well,
Yeah.
I brought 1, and good thing I brought it for myself.
No. I'll just get out first. It's a race.
And then I'll chase you.
Wow, look at that. There's little fishies. I think this is gonna be cold. We're going.
Home sweet home. You know what's really nice about tonight?
Tell me.
It's not so hot out. Under these trees, the
I have
big
Christmas
canopy.
socks on.
It is really nice out.
Yeah, it is. Even got firewood. I'm learning how to cook in the van again right now.
Is our propane working good?
Yeah.
So I just pulled out the candle and it's so melted from being in Florida. That's crazy.
Can we light the wick anymore?
We can try.
Oh my.
It's separated from the edges of the glass.
Whoa. At least it still works.
It's like a toasted mallow.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else. No one will ever take me, no one will ever take me away from you. I promise I will hold on to you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Without you.
Good morning.
Last night was our first night back in the van.
And I have to say the temperatures here were perfect.
Yeah, it is just right.
It was about, what, 55 degrees, I think?
Yeah, high 50s.
We had our hatch open above our bed.
Had our max fan on, blowing, and whoa.
That's the cars getting ready to take their tubes down the Itchituckney River.
That sounds like a motorcycle, but it's definitely a truck all beefed up with an exhaust system.
Yeah, there's some, I don't want to say redneck, but there's some characters out here with some
It's that
giant,
part of northern Florida where we went to college.
Yeah, and they have giant Big Bertha, like, island floaties where you can get an entire family floating down the river.
Cooler and all.
Yeah. We have our little SUP paddleboard, but I look forward to doing that today.
Okay, the cheese is just spilled right now. All for the shot.
I love how we both were like, just keep calm. We need the shot.
Don't even say anything. Don't panic.
I know you're still gonna eat it.
I so will. Go float the river.
All right, two of you.
Yeah, two of us.
It's gonna be $6.
Okay.
You guys ever been here before?
Been many moons ago, 10 years
All right,
ago.
well, hopefully it
Yeah, I
doesn't
got
change
the-
too much.
Got the exact change for you.
Love it. All right, yeah,
Cool.
general store down there. They can
Okay.
hook you up. Have a
Cool.
great
So
time.
much.
All right, thank you.
Exciting.
All right.
Floating the river today.
So basically right now with the trim, we'd get shuttled up to here, put in, it'd take about 2.5 hours, come back down here,
Correct.
come out, or we could paddle down and paddle back up and come back out.
You know, another way people do it is they'll just launch from here, paddle upstream against the current, go up
Really?
top,
They'll paddle-
and then come back down. And that, you know, that doesn't require a shuttle.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just paddling. And it's a little more than a mile an hour, but it's
Okay.
pretty slow flowing.
How hard
Maybe we would do
how hard a paddle is it?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Is it pretty
yeah,
easy?
you hug the banks. Like,
Okay.
stay out of the middle and you'll be perfectly fine.
Wow.
Okay.
She is so damn familiar. I was like, I love it, dude. This is great.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah,
What's your name?
absolutely. My name's Josh.
John.
Yeah. And I'm just looking because you've hung out with the other people I follow, Haley and Jordan.
Up in Panama.
And then I follow Trent and Allie like all the time. They're over in Utah. Like, where's your van?
For dinner.
Our
It's right
van-
over
you want a
there.
little tour?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't want
do
to
it.
take you away from.
Oh yeah. This is so cute. I love this.
This is Spirit. Hop on in.
I love it.
Yep. This is our home.
All right, this is always the curious part for me.
Yeah.
Do I fit?
Do you?
Do you fit?
6'2",
Oh, it's
and I got it. Yeah.
perfect.
See, so when I'm looking at vans, this has been my issue. Is I don't want to be on my knees all the time.
That's-
There's
yeah.
you know, like Van City Vanlife up
Yep.
in Canada.
Yep,
I
we
love
love
him.
him.
For your back. It's like I want to find even like the little Honda Groms.
Yeah.
I'll stick on the
He's-
back.
He literally.
I literally went and looked at one 2 days ago in Orlando.
Did you?
Yeah,
I probably looked at the same one on the
tempted
thing.
right now. So I've really been looking hard at getting into a motorcycle, and this thing is absolutely pristine. How would this go on the back of the van? I think we'd have a lot of good times.
WR250R.
Sweet bike, right? Fuel
Those
injected?
bikes are so bad, and they
Yeah.
quit making them.
I
Like,
know.
but no, that's like
Yeah.
I've got a.
I have a feeling a motorcycle is in our
We're
future.
geeking out over.
WR250R is great. It can run at highway speeds at high RPMs, but
Yeah.
it can hold our
Yeah.
the maintenance interval is 25,000 miles, dude. You don't.
25? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for the valve clearance,
Yeah.
25,000 miles, dude.
Wow.
Like you never have to check it. It's bulletproof.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Man, and the other thing I have is our hitch. It'll take 400. We have a dually, so it's built to haul a motorcycle.
Yeah. No.
But I
100%,
want.
man.
Here's the thing that nobody's really building much is they need a pivot rack.
Yeah.
Because you want to get your back doors open, then spin it
That would
out.
take
and
a lot, and you know that
at that
for
joint
for that
yeah.
weight, that would
So
be a lot.
I've-
But yeah, no, it's
I found 350 pounds. That's why I can't get a 400 or a 650.
if you're using it as like that secondary form of transportation, like
Yeah.
you're not going to be doing long miles with it. Like even
Yeah.
that's why even a Grom would work in some weird way.
And
Some-
since we're in Florida, I'm like the DMV, the registration. I'm like, once we leave, it's gonna be harder to do all that stuff.
let's say you get it, you can sell it because
Yeah.
these kids buy those things and they think they're like gold forever, and,
Yeah.
they,
So
and they're just
true.
willing to buy them because they want a wheelie machine, and it's
Yeah.
like so you're good to go, like 100%.
Yeah.
Let me get back
Yeah, let me
inside.
just-
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
so
We
much.
Well, how special was that?
I love those moments.
That was so cute. He was so helpful with giving us tips about how to float down this river best. And then he's like, wait a second. Do I know you guys? Are you those YouTubers?
He noticed your voice.
That's really, really sweet. Well, so here we got Drew pulling out the paddleboard, the inflatable. That's why it's in a backpack. He's gonna pump that thing up and we're gonna hit the river. Trading the road for the river today.
We're gonna be that van down by the river. We're out there paddling.
So we got our essentials. Put all this guy in our dry bag. This is where we put the vlogging camera away, and we're gonna be using the GoPro for the rest of the day.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping.
All right, last pump. All right. Locked and loaded. After all of that.
As you can see, most people are floating down the river on their tubes, except for us. We're gonna be paddling upstream. Looks like I'm gonna be doing the first shift of paddling. Feels great. 72 degrees year round.
Can you go underneath? Can you go under the water? Look at the size of that thing. Wow. That was so cool. I gotta switch Brittany positions on the raft and get to the front. I'm going under.
I went over.
We did it. Don't let it poke us.
Look at that gentle giant. So it's a nice cool spot to rest. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Just for you, my love.
I get serenaded on this river ride.
Watch out for all the spiders.
Aww.
Hey friends, we're back.
Got it. Okay. Spider free. What is that? Wow.
Pterodactyl. Where's it at? I can't see where it's at. I feel like you're gonna be catching butterflies along the way.
I know, we're dragonflies.
Whoa, there's this big colored spot.
It looks like morning glory hole.
Yeah, it does.
Yellowstone. But it's a spring, so.
I know, it makes you wonder if it's like a sulfur basin, but what's unique about Florida is everything underneath in the aquifers are made of limestone. Florida sits on a big limestone bed.
Whoa.
Gotta put your back into it.
That is not how I paddle.
Oh, look at all the fish.
Where?
There's a ton of fish under us. There's a bunch over here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We're going to the right.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Whoa, I jumped there.
Oh.
Have some coffee.
I didn't spill
You
anything.
didn't spill it. That was priceless.
Look at that water. Wow.
An overhanging tree.
Yeah, and the fish. You can hear the
What are those? Cicada?
cicada, yeah. Oh, turtle. Wow.
Big guy.
Whoa. There's a lot of turtles. We found their hangout spot.
Holy smokes.
Turtle jackpot. Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, underneath us. Underneath us. Turtle on the run.
So we can hear the blue hole in the distance, but the area in between here and there is a restricted area. So here we are, and we're gonna go see if we can walk around and show you guys the hustle and bustle that is currently going on over there.
It is so peaceful over here because it's just us.
Yeah.
Ho to the blue hole.
This place is bumpin'.
It is so busy. This place is absolutely jamming right now.
It's packed. I'm not even sure if you guys recognize it, but this is where we first swam with you the day that we arrived, and we had it completely to ourselves.
It was a pretty great place to go swimming. So I understand why so many people are here having a great time with their families, barbecuing. There's a lot of laughter in the air.
It's beautiful. But if you guys are trying to avoid the crowds this summer, try to go to your special places in the off hours or on the weekday.
In mornings, in the evenings.
Yeah. But otherwise, we can't wait to see you guys next. This is just the beginning of this chapter of van life for us.
This is the first adventure on this leg of van life.
But if you haven't done so yet, please be sure to subscribe and hit that like button because it really helps us out.
Yeah.
And we love you guys. We'll see you soon.
We do. Thanks for watching all of our videos. We really appreciate your guys' support and comments.
Bye.
Bye.
Is it recording?
It's got a mind of its own. Give me a toot, a quick one. You got 10 seconds.